Welcome to the third week of Business Analytics Fundamentals. Last week, we finished up with estimation. This week, we will cover hypothesis testing. This is a fairly difficult topic in statistics, and it will take the whole week to cover. Hypothesis tests are becoming more and more common in business today. I believe that this is due to two factors. First, a vast abundance of data that is often easy to obtain, and second, statistical software that is readily available and easier to use than in the past. My approach to teaching hypothesis testing has evolved over the last few years to a point where I spend a good amount of time taking you through a process that will result in a solid foundation of what hypothesis testing is all about. I will start by talking about how hypothesis tests can relate to the growing business market of home medical test kits. I will then transition to how a large company would use hypothesis testing in their manufacturing process. Then I will take you through the step-by-step process of creating and performing tests for means and proportions, think percentages, and I will do this in Excel. This all leads up to the magical p-value. The p-value is a common metric that is applied to all hypothesis tests. If you have a firm grasp of the p-value concept, you should be able to interpret the results of any hypothesis test, even if you do not know how to perform the test itself. Of course, this assumes that the person who did perform the test did it properly. You should always keep in mind the golden rule of p-values. If p is low, HO must go. Finally, I will cover some of the various errors that occur with hypothesis testing and the business implications that may result from those errors. It is important to keep these errors in mind when you are making a business decision by using a small sample to make a determination about a large, unknown population.